Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Slayer bundle of August 2025 to help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I would like to thank you, the viewers, for watching my silly videos. I hope they're helpful. Most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have BrokenLore, Low, a psychological horror game that throws you headfirst into a disturbing descent where reality constantly fractures around you. You step into the shoes of Naomi, lost in the fog-covered village of Kirisamemura, where every shadow hides secrets and every mirror threatens to shatter your sense of self. The atmosphere is suffocating, with cryptic fragments and unsettling symbols guiding you through a narrative that grows more ambitious the deeper you go. What makes BrokenLore Low unique is its symbolic depth. Mirrors act as both gateways and fractures, reflecting the fragile boundary between identity and reality. The gradual distortion of the environment mirrors Naomi's inner conflict, making you question not only what's real in the game, but also how you interpret the horror unraveling before you. The artistic direction is bold, alternating between hyper-realistic graphics and retro low-poly segments straight out of a 90s survival horror fever dream. This jarring switch works in the game's favor, intensifying the disconnect between nightmare and reality. Combined with oppressive sound design, where every creak and echo twists from familiar to sinister, you're left in constant unease. That said, BrokenLore Low is not for everyone. The pacing is deliberately slow, favoring atmosphere and symbolism over action. Some may find the abrupt graphic transitions disorienting, and the core mechanics risk feeling repetitive. But if you thrive on psychological depth, surreal tension, and layered storytelling, BrokenLore Low delivers an unforgettable, unsettling journey that stays with you long after the screen goes dark. At number 2 we have Mech Armada, a turn-based tactical roguelite where you oversee a squad of custom-built mechs battling hordes of kaiju in a post-apocalyptic world. Humanity has been on the losing end for decades, but now you step into the role of a mastermind behind Earth's last line of defense. Every run is different, and your choices, along with a bit of luck, determine whether your mechs survive or fall. You begin with a humble pair of machines, one on legs with a basic assault gun, and another on treads with a light machine gun. At first they won't get you far, but as soon as you earn credits and energy, you unlock research, upgrades, and entirely new creations. Each mech is built from 3 categories: transport, body, and weapons, giving you plenty of freedom to experiment. Whether you're crafting a flying sniper platform or a bulky tank that buffs nearby allies, the customization is engaging and addictive. Of course, the kaiju won't make it easy. Enemies range from weak trolls to flame-spewing crawlers and massive bosses that demand strategy and sacrifice. Battles take place in small apocalyptic maps that become familiar over time, but the random progression keeps you invested. Each defeat feels less like failure and more like an opportunity to rebuild stronger. While the story is minimal and repetition can set in, the tactical depth and squad variety make this a rewarding side game. If you enjoy building mechs, tinkering with loadouts, and outsmarting monsters, Mech Armada will keep you coming back. At number 3 we have Dwarven Realms, a 3D action RPG that throws you into chaotic battles against massive hordes of enemies. Combining the depth of classic ARPGs with the relentless mob density of roguelike survivor games, it is a grind-heavy experience, packed with explosive abilities and endless customization options. You'll craft your perfect build by mastering hundreds of skills and abilities, while diving into high-intensity combat. The game's hallmark is its overwhelming enemy numbers, requiring sharp positioning and strategic use of powerful skills. Loot enthusiasts will appreciate the epic gear system and crafting mechanics, which allow you to refine your arsenal to suit your playstyle. The gameplay loop revolves around grinding zones, unlocking new challenges, and progressing through an enormous perk tree. Seasonal content and leaderboards add layers of competition and replayability, especially for those looking to prove themselves in the community. While the core combat offers flashy mayhem, some players have found the gameplay overly repetitive. Holding a button for long stretches and wading through piles of low-value loot can diminish the excitement. Moreover, the lack of a meaningful story and clear direction leaves the experience feeling hollow for others. Technical issues like disappearing characters and clunky systems also detract from its potential. For newcomers though, Dwarven Realms offers a decent introduction to ARPGs, but veterans might miss the polish and depth of competitors like Path of Exile. If relentless grinding and leaderboard climbing excite you, this is worth a shot. Otherwise, it may leave you craving more substance. And number 4 we have Saviorless, a side-scrolling Metroidvania light and a debut title from Cuban studio Empty Head Games, published internationally by Dear Villagers. You step into the fragile shoes of Antar, a young boy seeking the Smiling Island, a place where pilgrims are said to become saviors. Instead of paradise, you discover corruption, twisted hunters, and a world of horror that forces you to survive through wit, agility, and eventually terrifying power. At first you can only run, jump, crawl, and lure enemies into traps. You solve environmental puzzles, pull levers, and race against timers with no weapons to rely on. Midway through, everything changes when you don the Savior mask. Suddenly, you're dashing, fighting, and unleashing violence fueled by the life essence of others. The transition is jarring, but deliberately so, contrasting Antar's helplessness with the destructive might of a savior. Occasionally, you'll take control of Nento, the grotesque hunter, in boss fights that are simple but narratively effective. Throughout, you find pages that let you literally rewrite the story, adding layers to an already haunting narrative about corruption, faith, and identity. The art direction is stunning, blending painterly cartoon-like visuals with shocking bursts of violence. Its atmosphere feels macabre, yet strangely beautiful, reinforced by sparse dialogue and dreamlike sequences. While controlling Antar can feel clunky and combat is basic, Saviorless thrives on its story, pacing, and mood rather than mechanical depth. Short but impactful, Saviorless is a dark, sorrowful tale worth experiencing. And number 5 we have Shantae, Risky's Revenge, Director's Cut. A unique blend of platformer and Metroidvania elements, presenting a charming adventure with the iconic half-genie, Shantae. The game's history reflects its evolution, starting from the original Shantae's critical success but poor sales due to its Game Boy Color release amidst the popularity of Game Boy Advance. The story revolves around Shantae's quest to recover a stolen lamp, leading to encounters with risky boots and a town in disarray. While the narrative is bare bones, typical for platformers, the short length makes it acceptable. Gameplay-wise, Shantae's hybrid design features side-scrolling platformer sections with towns, collectibles, and Zelda-like dungeons. The multiple layers gimmick adds an interesting dimension, although it feels underutilized. However, issues arise with the map, lacking explanations and markers, especially in dungeons. The fast travel, or warp points, is a welcome improvement from the original, offering more flexibility. Graphically, the DS-era graphics hold up well, with noticeable improvements. The game provides around 5 hours of gameplay, with multiple endings, collectibles, and a magic mode. Despite feeling somewhat unpolished, the signature writing style, atmosphere, fantastic soundtrack, and appealing graphics contribute to the game's overall charm. Shantae, Risky's Revenge Director's Cut is a good, albeit flawed, platformer, offering a fun adventure with unique characters. Despite issues like the map and perceived brevity, the game's enjoyable elements make it a worthwhile consideration for platformer enthusiasts and Shantae fans alike. At number 6 we have On the Dragon Wings, Birth of a Hero, a fantastical RPG where dragons, adventure, and heroism await. You play as Bruce or Ursula, siblings on a mission to rescue their father from the villainous Dark Rider. Along the way, you will forge a bond with a dragon companion, battle enemies, and protect your village. This indie game offers an engaging mix of dragon riding and open-world exploration. Flying your dragon feels exhilarating, with dynamic controls allowing you to rise, dive, and unleash fiery breath on foes. The 8 dragon types add variety, each with unique traits and abilities, from the ferocious Red Breath Dragon to the majestic Silver Wise Dragon. As you progress, you will unlock stronger dragons, and develop your skills to face tougher challenges. The story, while simple, sets the stage for an immersive experience. The world of Saviorless is vast, with forests, villages, and valleys to explore, though it sometimes feels sparse. NPCs and side activities like interacting with villagers add charm, but the repetitive quest design and basic AI can break the immersion. Visually, the game delivers solid graphics for an indie game, with weather effects and a day-night cycle enhancing the atmosphere. However, occasional bugs and rough animations remind you of its indie roots. Despite this, the game's potential shines through, especially if future updates address these issues. If you've ever dreamed of riding dragons and embracing the hero's journey, On the Dragon Wings is worth a try, particularly in a bundle. At number 7 we have Bogos Binted, a chaotic first-person 4-player multiplayer party game where you sit at a cosmic table with bizarre aliens and play deadly variations of tabletop games. It is weird, loud, and unpredictable, exactly what you'd expect from extraterrestrials who think fun means inflating each other's heads until they burst. Across its early access launch, you get 4 distinct game modes. Some are math-based, where you push totals closer to a target without going over. Others let you lie outright, bluffing with face-down cards until someone calls you out with a ridiculous Beeble Meep. Sometimes the liar's head inflates, sometimes the accuser pays the price. The crown jewel is Vort mode, where one unlucky player doesn't know the secret word and must fake their way through clue giving while avoiding suspicion. Fail, and you lose a life. Each round escalates into shouting, accusations, and hysterical betrayals. The mechanics are simple, but the humor and chaos come from how you and your friends play. Heads inflate, explode, and sometimes backfire spectacularly thanks to special cards like Deadeye, which can eliminate another player or yourself if luck runs out. It is messy, slapstick fun where strategy collides with absurd randomness. While the core experience is addictive, Bogos Binted is not without flaws. Random online lobbies can be toxic, and some balance issues like turn order in Vorp need tweaking. But played with friends, it delivers laugh-out-loud sessions of bluffing, betrayal, and head-popping mayhem. Bogos Binted is not just a game, it is an intergalactic party chaos at its finest. At number 8 we have Defender Bros, a top-down tower defense roguelike where you and up to 3 friends build, shoot, and survive swarms of monstrous bugs. By day, you scavenge and fortify your base with turrets, traps, and even controllable mechs. By night, you fight to stay alive, as waves of enemies pour in. Each run gives you randomized powers like fire bullets or temporary invincibility, helping you turn into an unstoppable bug-squashing machine. You will level up fast, and between missions, you can use gold to permanently upgrade your stats, creating a strong sense of progression. It is easy to get hooked by the loop of building, blasting, and upgrading. The action starts instantly, and while early game towers feel underwhelming, they evolve with time and investment. Base building offers a good range of tools, but the real fun is when you're running and gunning with chaos all around you. Multiplayer is a huge draw. Grab your squad, or let the game assign you a canine companion if you're flying solo. The game does not just support co-op, it thrives on it. There's even character and building customization to make your soldier feel like yours. Since it's in early access, you may run into some rough edges or wish for more enemy variety, but the core is solid and addictive. If you're into fast-paced tower defense with roguelike upgrades and a goofy, action-packed vibe, you'll likely have a blast. It is simple, chaotic, and surprisingly deep. You won't regret diving in. At number 9 we have Happy's Humble Burger Farm, a surreal blend of fast food simulation and horror that delivers a bizarre, engrossing experience. As a worker trapped in a corporate-run simulation, you'll juggle the monotony of flipping burgers with unraveling the dark mystery of your synthetic prison. Released in 2021, this quirky horror title challenges you to survive and escape a nightmarish reality. From the outset, it is clear that something is amiss. Faceless customers, strange mascots with sinister pasts, and eerie urban landscapes immerse you in a dystopian satire of corporate greed. Every shift at the burger joint is fraught with danger, as preparing food becomes a test of skill and nerves. The thrill of solving horrific encounters by making sandwiches under duress is as unique as it is ingenious. Beyond the work shifts, you can explore the Truman Show-like city of New Elysium, uncovering clues about your fabricated world through flyers, radio shows, and other media. The narrative balances absurd humor with genuine horror, creating a rich, unsettling atmosphere. While the game's fast food mechanics are central, they do not dominate the experience as much as you might expect. The 4 to 6 hour campaign keeps the gameplay varied, introducing twists to keep you engaged. For those seeking a more focused fast food simulation, an unlockable endless mode adds replayability. Although some mechanics are overly forgiving and minor bugs persist, Happy's Humble Burger Farm remains a standout indie gem. If you're ready to don the apron and face its surreal horrors, this is one fast food job you won't forget. And number 10 we have Charrua Soccer Pro Edition, an arcade-style soccer game that throws away realism in favor of pure, fast-paced fun. Instead of obsessing over official licenses and detailed simulations, this game delivers short, frantic matches where over-the-top moves like scissor kicks, pigeon headers, and Chilean volleys steal the show. You can play solo in local multiplayer, or even through remote play together with up to 4 players. Whether you're jumping into a friendly match, penalty shootout, or a full tournament, there's always variety. The real highlight is career mode, where you build your own team from scratch, manage formations, train players with earned XP, and customize everything from flags to hilarious outfits. Yes, you can absolutely score goals with a player wearing a lion costume. The game also includes a wide selection of competitions, Continental Cups, National Leagues, the Global Cup, and even a retro-inspired 1930 mode. For party play, themed events spice things up with modifiers like double points for headers or sending off anyone who scores. Gameplay is simple to pick up with 2 control schemes and assist options that let you fine-tune difficulty. Still, you will notice some quirks. Player switching is not always smooth, tackling can feel clunky, and close-range shots often default toward the keeper. Despite that, the chaos is part of the charm, and you'll quickly adapt by focusing on quick passes and long shots. If you want a light-hearted, accessible alternative to serious football sims, Charrua Soccer delivers hours of arcade fun. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle's a straight up win for indie lovers. You've got hidden gems like Charrua Soccer, sparking hype and enough variety to keep your library feeling fresh. Whether you're here to play, collect, or flip for that one must-have title, this bundle definitely delivers gamer value. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.